So most people are waiting for everything to be perfect. They want to fine-tune the product. And because of this, they miss seasons and timelines. So the goal is to take advantage of the energy of the season. That's the goal. How many of you are going to launch any product or service or business during this Lionsgate portal? I am launching two things. I'm going to launch the Femi Jubao Foundation and I'm going to launch the 144 Conclave. It's a community of professionals, career men and women, politicians, entrepreneurs rather. I'm launching two ideas during the Lionsgate portal. This is why you should launch a business. You should launch a product. You should launch an idea during the Lionsgate portal. And you don't have to wait until everything is perfect. You don't have to wait until everything is perfect. Bless you, Rookie. You launch where you are and with what you have. That's the way you launch. Because the goal is to maximize the energy of the season. Opportunities of a lifetime must be maximized in the lifetime of the opportunity, must be seized in the lifetime of the opportunity. So, what is Lionsgate Portal? Because I've been talking about this for quite a while. For like 2 weeks, we've been having different sessions on Lionsgate Portal. So, I'm very sure that by now, one or two people should know, should be able to tell us what Lionsgate Portal is. So, over to you. In your own words, what is the Lionsgate Portal? What is the Lionsgate Portal? Because we are a few days away from the Lionsgate Masterclass. What is the Lionsgate Portal? Someone help us. And if we can do this, hashtag Lionsgate Portal. Hashtag Lionsgate Portal. What is the Lionsgate Portal? What is the Lionsgate Portal? I need one or two people to help. What is the Lionsgate Portal? Maybe I should even do a bonanza this afternoon. Like anybody that gets the answers to my questions gets a free slot to the masterclass. What is the Lionsgate Portal? UK Shoe, good day. For those of you who have registered for the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass, I can assure you that I am preparing. The goal is to make sure that the rest of the year is the best of the year for you. So as you launch into August, you are launching into another realm of possibilities. So you're not going to regret your subscription to the Lionsgate Masterclass. Be rest assured. Because you're going to do the right thing at the right time. You're going to be in alignment with the seen and the unseen forces of nature. There won't be anything like confusion. What do? I don't know what to do. You're going to interact with nature. Lionsgate Portal. Exactly. That's the hashtag. Lionsgate Portal. Lionsgate Portal. The Lionsgate Portal occurs from July 26th to August 12th of every year, with the peak period on the 8th of August. The Lion's Gate portal is when the sun is said to be in alignment with the star shrubs which open a flow. That's great. So the Lion's Gate portal is powered by the Sirius, Sirius star. It is the server. It is the star that is larger than the sun. The sun that you see in the sky is a reflector, right? The server that supplies energy to the sun you see in the sky is the Sirius star. And there are evidence all over religious works and holy books. In the Holy Quran, Allah said, I am the Lord of the Sirius, referring to the Sirius star. In the Bible, exactly the Nile star, in the Bible, in Revelation, Jesus said, I am the bright and the morning star. So you see, what is the meaning of the morning star? Because you hardly see the star in the morning. You see the star in the night. But the star that Jesus is referring to in Revelation is the Sirius star, the brightest star. The star that shines brighter than every other star and is bigger in mass than the sun that you see, which is a reflector. This is spiritual astronomy that has been disconnected from science. They've taken it out of mainstream science. Thank you, Michelle. Exactly. So the Lion's Gate portal is that period when the Sirius star, through the Orion belt, the ancients knew this, the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Greeks, the ancient Sumerians, they all knew it. And that was why everything they did was in alignment with the Sirius star, the pyramid of Egypt, the obelisk, all of the things that you see in Mexico, name them, in Greece, in Turkey, in the modern day Iran. They understand the whole concept of portals and stargates. So they related with times and seasons from a spiritual position, not from a mechanical position. So when your Bible says that the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night, it's not referring to the sun that you can see, which is just a reflector. It's referring to the Sirius star. Because our response to the seen and the unseen forces of nature is not from the place of worship. I have said that. It's from the place of alignment and fellowship. So we don't worship the moon. We don't worship the star. We don't worship fire. For a lot of the ancestors, that some of us would interpret their attitude towards nature as worship, it was because that was the way they could do it. They didn't understand better. But their aim was not to worship these elements, these cosmic elements. Their aim was to actually be in alignment with nature. So Lion's Gate portal is that season when the Sirius star transmits high vibrational frequency through the Orion's belt to the earth. So there is intensification of energy. And officially it begins from July 26 to August 12, but the impact is felt from early July till late September. It can even extend to before winter starts officially. That's why you see there is so much energy this period. Everybody wants to do something. Most people actually took a major move. They made a major move in their life around July, August, September. It's the galactic new year. The ancients understood this. So it is not a time to play with. The sun is entering its house, the house of Leo. That's what's happening. The sun is entering the house of Leo. The Sirius aligns with the earth. There is alignment with the earth and the sun in the house of Leo. Lion, the roaring of the lion. I am the lion of the tribe of Judah. So this is the time of alignment, divine visitation. The Christians would, I like to speak your language so you can understand me better. The Christians would call it divine visitation. They will call it Kairos moment. But divine visitation is not a magical event. No. It's not a magical event that disrupts your life. No. Divine visitation magnifies your current energetic vibration. That's what it does. So if you are confused and you don't know anything about the Lionsgate portal, about seasons, about nature, the Lionsgate portal would magnify your confusion. You will be more confused because people think that divine visitation comes to disrupt their whole life and then it changes them from what they are to what they want to be. No, it doesn't change you from what you are. It magnifies what you are. That's what divine visitation does. So you see, it's not about the stirring up. You are stirred up. Stirred up for what? Because the Sirius is aligning with Earth and Sun in Leo. In Leo. The people who are going to be more confused this period, if they don't have knowledge, if they are ignorant, they are those who have an 8 in their number, or those who are Leo, or those who have a life path 8. Those are the people that need to be more careful this period, because they are going to experience more of the vibrational frequency, more of the intensifying frequency this period, because that's what's happening. That started already. And it represents a gateway to manifestation. It's a gateway to manifestation. It's a spiritual activation. This is not a period where you are more spiritual. There's nothing like be more spiritual. No. You can't be more spiritual than you already are. You can't be more. This is a time for upgrade. That's what you need. You don't need any spiritual improvement. You can't improve your spiritual nature. No. But you have to upgrade your soul, right? Because soul upgrade is different from spiritual upgrade. You don't upgrade yourself spiritually. You upgrade your soul. When you start functioning within the confines of your soul's software, you know when it's time for upgrade. And the Lionsgate portal is a time for upgrade. And you prepare for it, not in it. So you don't start upgrading your soul on the 26th. No, this is the time to upgrade your soul. This is the time. The things, you have to be selfish when it comes to your attention this period, because attention is currency. You have to be extra selfish with your attention, because whether you like it or not, you are going to generate frequency. There will be intensity. But when you generate frequency from the place of ignorance, someone else is going to use it, because energy cannot be destroyed. So all the concerts, all the football matches, all the religious sacred gatherings, they are intentional efforts to program your response. Programmed response is different from real power. And most times, programmed response is gotten, even school graduations. Yeah. Programmed response is gotten from ignorant people. Nobody can program me to respond a certain way. No. This is the period of programmed response. They program you to respond because there is a frequency they want you to generate. so they can use it. And there is nothing wrong with what they are doing. You too, go and create your own, platform where you can generate frequencies. Because if you are generating frequencies from understanding and knowledge, you would use it for your own betterment to serve you. So you see, a lot of people will go to events this period. They will be so excited. They will dance. They will sweat. When you are in that state, you are in your light mode. You are not thinking about your enemies. You don't hate anybody. The video is singing and then you're like, hey, you are watching your football match. You are screaming. You are in your state of joy, your joyfulness. You are temporarily outside the shell of your ego. You've broken the shell, and that is the period that your energy can be taken and be used. Because that's the period you have left loopholes, right? You are too happy that all the malice, the anger, you no longer have them. You have ascended to that place of light that you are, that you couldn't ascend to on your own. But the music, so they've given you nice music, nice lights. They've created a conducive environment for you to generate frequencies that can be used by them. Frequencies that in your own house by yourself, you can generate it as catalyst for your manifestation. The Lion's Gate portal does not come to disrupt your life. It comes to magnify your frequency. The Lion's Gate portal would either activate your destiny or magnify your distractions. It will either come to magnify your focus or extend your confusions. That's what it does. And that's the whole concept of divine visitation. That's divine visitation. It is a gateway of manifestation. So manifestation is prepared for. The law of attraction is a tiny little aspect of manifestation. You will not manifest something just because you are thinking about it, just because you want it. No, if that's the case, we will all have what we want and what we think about. Manifestation demands your responsibility, discipline. You have to take cognizance of all the elements, the structures, the infrastructures, everything that needs to be done. You have to prepare for manifestation. So the Lion's Gate portal represents a gateway of manifestation. It represents spiritual activation. That's what a lot of people need. You don't need to be more spiritual. You need to activate. You need to upgrade your DNA. Because what does Leo represent? Leo represents courage. Leo represents visibility. Leo represents leadership, charisma. The Sirius star represents divine light, right? Wealth codes. That's what number 8 represents. The golden infinite. The golden infinity. Abundance. Power cycles. That's what number 8 represents. So all of this combined is what gives you the energy of the Lion's Gate portal. The energy of the Lion's Gate portal. So there is spiritual opportunity during the Lion's Gate portal. This is why you have to launch a product. You have to seed something. You have to plant a seed during the Lion's Gate portal. Because it presents you with the opportunity to plant something so you can harvest in the next 12 months. And your harvest begins immediately, right? Because it is powered by the brightest star. So intentions are accelerated. Intentions are accelerated. So if you are not living an intentional life, your confusions are accelerated. So your ideas, they are divinely seeded, right? So you seed ideas and they receive, what happens is they gain divine speed. There is no one that I know who participated in last year's Lionsgate portal that has not manifested what they wanted to manifest. I can name them, We're going to bring some people up during the International Conscious Conference to come and share their testimonies. And they will tell you scholarship, marriage, visa, business breakthrough, healing. Name them. Because they seeded their ideas during the Lionsgate portal. Because that's the whole concept of creative leadership. Frequency aligns with creative leadership. When you are disciplined enough to lead yourself, frequency would align with your ability to creatively lead yourself. Thank you for the subscription, Aminas. So what happens during the Lionsgate portal, to those who are conscious, is that you become a channel for higher timelines. Not just for yourself, for the people you care about, for the people you are responsible for. This is a period for people to take bold action. There are some actions you've been wanting to take, but there is no boldness. You don't have spine to take them. This is the time to take bold actions. This is the time to start that new business. This is the time to start where you are with what you have. This is the time. Now, what we need to know is this. The same way farming has seasons, manifestation has portals. The whole concept of portals must be understood. You must understand portals, especially those of you in business. So your product is not just a product, it's a portal. You must access a portal to discover a product in that portal. So when you are marketing the product, people see it as a portal that they want to align with. And people will patronize you, right? Because they don't just see what you are offering as a product or a service. They see it as an energetic opportunity. They see it as an opportunity to be part of your energetic space. I'm telling you, there are people who have paid me for private coaching. My private coaching in a year is 3.3 million naira, right? There are people who have paid me for private coaching. They have not attended one class. And I'll call them and say, please, I don't like this. You are unserious. And they said, and sometimes they just call me to talk to me. I just need your advice. But I'm telling them, but you are meant to attend the sessions. Like, I'm meant to meet you at particular time during the week. You don't attend, but you just called me to talk with me. And they said, hey, that's the session now. That's the session. Guess what? They just want to be in my energetic space. Because my offerings are not just products and services. They are energetic portals. That's what they are. This is how to cut yourself off from confusions, because there is so much competition in the marketplace. I don't want to be part of that competition. I don't want to be part of that hard work, hustle mentality. So if you want to function from your place of essence, if you want to function by frequency, this is how you do it. There are portals. Manifestation has portals. I said the Christians call it Kairos moments. There is a specific word for you, for a specific situation that you are meant to carry out at a specific time. If you don't do it at that time, forget about it. Understanding seasons. That's why, those who register, those who have subscribed to the 4-day mastermind, we're going to have extra sessions, because it is impossible for you to maximize Lionsgate portal without your knowledge of power cycle. It's impossible. It's impossible for you to maximize the energy of the Lionsgate portals without your knowledge of your numerology profile. It's impossible. It is impossible for you to maximize Lionsgate Portal if you don't know anything about your soul and voice recognition exercise. It's impossible. And all of this introduces you to portals. You understand portals. You know when it is, you are just inspired from your inside that call that person tomorrow. That's a portal. That's a portal calling you to access an opportunity. So you are working within sacred geometry of timing. That's what you are doing. Where can you get what to buy? The numerology of 88, which is authority, karma, wealth, abundance, achievement, has been activated. So someone was telling me yesterday, said, your live sessions are too powerful. I don't understand why you will be having less than 300 viewers and Pella will be having 30,000, 20,000 viewers. And I said, I'm not bothered by those things. I'm not bothered about whether I have 300 viewers. The people who are here are the people who are meant to be here. The whalers of 2026, they are already wasting their life right now. The people who are going to cry in 2026 and wail and talk about how the government is not doing things right and how they are waiting for the next president to change their lives, they are already wasting their destiny away right now. So it's not so those who are here are the people who are destined to be here because they don't want to be a whaler in the next 12 months. So I'm not bothered about whether Pella has 20,000 followers. He's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. Those things don't bother me. But those who are meant to be here because their lives need to be transformed, they are going to come. They're going to come and they are here. Because they feel something in them. Some of you feel something in you. Even when you join sessions like this, you feel that something is about to shift. Listen, I don't want to be anybody's prophet. Most of the things I said in December, we are seeing them now. And you can also be like that. You don't have to occupy any special office to know these things. I have told you that people who represent tyranny, past or present, they are going to pass away this year. People who have represented any form of tyranny. If you were part of the session last year, you know what I'm saying. People who represented, whether it's religious, political, traditional, they are going to pass away this year. In your own life, people who represented tyranny in your own life, they are going to pass away. I said it, and I'm saying it right before my very eyes. So I am telling you that for you to make the best of the next 12 months, this is the period. Forget about those who are wasting their destiny and their life away. It's not your business. Focus on yourself. If they like, let them go and dance their life away. It's not your business. When they are willing next year and you are living on the harvest of your seed, nobody's going to bother you and you won't bother anybody. Because you understand the numerology, the 88 double activation portal. To whom much is given, much is expected. Much has been given to us this period. The universe, God, is giving you a lot this period, and much is expected. What is the geometry of success? We're going to have another session in the evening because in Nigeria, today is public holiday in Nigeria. Are you aware that today is public holiday in Nigeria? So we're going to have another session in the evening. There is the geometry of success. The geometry of success is timing plus frequency. You can't be giving your attention to frivolities and useless things and think that you're going to be on time or you will vibrate the right frequency. Opportunity must meet preparation. That is the geometry of success. And that simply means timing plus frequency. That's how people's life change. When opportunity meets preparation, timing and frequency. That's how you change your life. It's not about one divine visitation where God will just visit you and then something will just happen to you and you are confused. No. When God visits you, God magnifies your state of vibrational frequency. I am telling you, that's what happens. That is the geometry of success. Timing plus frequency. What's your frequency? The Lionsgate portal would magnify that frequency for you. And you would attract the similar frequencies. It's scientific, quantum physics. Why do you think religious, corporate, political organizations, they use this portal? Why do you think Donald Trump is launching a smartphone in August? Why do you think so? Why do you think everything surrounding that product is geometric, is numerological in nature? Why do you think so? Why are churches holding revivals, retreats, 21-day fast, Hajj, all manner of events, sacred gatherings, summits? Why are brands launching? They have a big festival in Ghana. I know about it. In Ghana. Why? It's the Lionsgate portal. Everyone is trying to tap into the energy because January is the Gregorian calendar. That's why in numerology it is called universal year. And they've hidden this from you for years, that the real galactic new year is when the Sirius star is transmitting energy, when the sun enters its own house. Even Odun Ifa is always in August. New Yam Festival is in August. It's in August. Someone said, please, joining the fasting, will it affect my energy? Nothing is going to affect your energy if you do it from the place of knowledge and understanding. These programs are meant to generate some kind of response from you. You are going to be so excited. You're going to be carried away that someone else will use whatever you have generated to benefit themselves and advance their own cause. So it's not about what you do. It is your understanding of what you are doing. Because subconsciously, they are going to tap into your energetic wave. That's the goal in this period is to tap into your energetic space. That's it. Because influence is easier during energetic peaks. So they set up a concert, the lights, the stage, and you go there and you start, adrenaline rush, and then you have goosebumps all over your body. It's programmed. You think you are just doing those things. At that point, you are no more in your place of ego. You can cry. Now you are flexible. You are vulnerable. You finish, you go home. You say, God really touched me today. Where is the proof of the touch of God? There is no proof. You think that energy is a waste? Energy can never be destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. So someone else has tapped into that energy. Collective energy. Someone has tapped, they've generated a collective vibrational frequency from ignoramus, from the slaves and the servants, and they're using it to advance their own cause. So this is the best time to launch a product because it is not about the product, it's about the portal. And listen to me, guys, you don't need to be fully ready. During the International Conscious Conference that we're going to have in August, starting on August 8th, I have told a lot of the members of the community, you must launch any idea you have had since and you have not launched it. Launch it. You don't need to be fully ready. It's not about the product, it's about the portal. You are launching by frequency, not by force, not by strategy, but by stratagem. Launch it. So on August 8th and August 10th, during the International Conscious Conference, we're going to launch the products and the ideas of some members of the community. Birth the vision now. You can refine it later. Because the next time you're going to be in that portal is next year, August. 12 months from now. Birth the vision now. Refine later. Because opportunities of a lifetime must be seized in the lifespan of that opportunity. So what you are doing as a business person is you are planting, you are planting energetically. You are seeding your vibration. Because you're not just a brand, you are a portal. When you launch anything this period, you are making a declaration to the universe. You are announcing to the universe, to all the cosmic structures, that I am ready. So it's not about being fully ready. It's about accessing the portal. Because the moment you declare it, everything that needs to be in place, synchronicities will follow. Everything that needs to be in place, the people, the time, the pattern, the resources, you're going to magnetize them. And this is why those in the community have told you, launch the product, birth the idea during this period. Don't launch later, launch now. Launch now. If you launch now, there will be magnetic attention. Yeah, if you launch now, there will be faster growth, divine speed. If you launch now, there is timeline alignment. If you launch later, you have missed a particular window and a portal. If you launch later, effort, less result. So it is during the Lionsgate portal that you initiate new cycles. Let the old ones. The old must die for the new to emerge. The old must die for the new to emerge. Birth the vision now. Refine it later. Birth the vision now. Refine it later. I'm going to speak more on that during the Lionsgate Portal Masterclass. If you are yet to subscribe to this masterclass, this is your opportunity. Like I said, we're going to have extra classes during this masterclass because I want to prepare you for the Lionsgate Portal. And you cannot fully maximize the energy of the Lionsgate if you don't know your numerology blueprint, your numerology profile. If you don't know how to design your 4 quadrants of desire, if you don't know how to carry out your soul and voice recognition exercise, if you don't know these 3 things, you cannot make the best of the Lionsgate Portal. Relaunch, wisdom, relaunch. So we're going to be having 3 extra classes before we now move into the Lionsgate Portal teachings itself. And if you want to get more information about it, click the link in my bio or send a message to the WhatsApp number. I am telling you confidently, right? Confidently. We can't accept if you have not paid. You have to, but just send a message to the WhatsApp or send a DM. I'm telling you confidently that you can sign and seal the next 12 months. This is your opportunity to sign and seal the next 12 months. There are people right now who they are scripting and engineering their next 12 months, whilst others are wasting their time. ICC is a free event. That is in August. I'm talking about the Lionsgate Portal now. Whilst others are wasting their energy, right? Some people are scripting and engineering their next 12 months. They are signing and sealing with rituals. Somebody wants to give you VIP subscription to Femi Jubalo. So if it's not just about posting on your status. You launch as a ritual. You are launching, right? So you don't just post on your WhatsApp. No, it's meant to be a ceremony. It's meant to be a ceremony, right? And so it's meant to be a ceremony, and there is a way to go about that. Thank you for your subscription. And this is why the best thing you can do for yourself is to participate in this forthcoming. We are going to start on the 17th. This Thursday, we are starting the masterclass. So you have 2 days to go, right? So if you want to sign and seal your next 12 months, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity. If you want to know what to do every month for the rest of the year, this is your opportunity. You don't have to put yourself in a situation of desperation. In November, December, you will now be, hey, die-minute miracle. You don't need any die-minute miracle anywhere. Take advantage of this season, of the Serious Star, this portal. This portal is waiting for you to activate. You need a soul upgrade. You don't have to be more spiritual. What you need to do is upgrade your soul's software. One of the things we're going to do for the subscribers of the 4-day masterclass is every day during the Lionsgate portal, after the masterclass, we are still going to give you daily prompts on what to do every day during the Lionsgate portal, which is July 26th to August 12th. But the masterclass is from July 17th to July 20th. Selena, afternoon, how are you doing today? This is how to sign and seal the next 12 months of your life. There are people who practice. If you are here and you practiced the sign and seal ritual last year, can you type in the comment section? How many of us here were part of last year's Lionsgate portal sessions and you carried out the sign and seal ritual? If you carried out the sign and seal ritual, thank you so much, Phoenix Rising. Thank you so much. If you were part of the sign and seal ritual last year, oh, Selena, you did fantastic. If you were part of the sign and seal ritual last year, type in the comment section. Queen Sav was. A lot of people who were. I was. You carried it out, but I guess you didn't get it perfectly. Maybe you were one of the people that knew about it on the same day. Rookie carried it out. Joy, you did it. What I did was a crossover service. I don't understand. This one will not be crossover service. You're not crossing over to anything. Crossover to where? Leave crossover. How can I join the masterclass? Click the link in the bio or send a DM. January declarations. Oh, okay. You are part of the January declarations. Okay. This is different. This is the Galactic New Year. This is every year. That's why the International Conscious Conference starts on the 8th of August. Because, and on the 8th of August, you don't even, if you are in Abuja, you must be physically present at the International Conscious Conference because it's going to be a night of power. There was somebody who, this young man is into crypto, Forex. Rolex, I'm fine. And he was struggling before last year's Lionsgate portal. And as at 3 months ago when I saw him, he was riding a very nice car. He told me his family is in Kogi State. He has a wife and 2 kids. He said, I already set my family up. He was giving me some good news and I was like, do you remember you were part of Lionsgate portal last year? And some of the things you told me then was this. Because as of last year, he couldn't even do anything for his own family. When you are committed to your own manifestation, things shift. You're not waiting for somebody to come and do something for you. No, this is your opportunity to take the bull by the horn and take responsibility for your own destiny and be the captain of your ship. This is your privilege. The universe is presenting you with an opportunity to leverage on this. And especially, like I said, those of you in business, launch. You can launch even if you are not fully ready. It's not about the product, it's about the portal that you are accessing. And if you're a member of the Manifest Growth community, reach out to us. We want to make sure that during the ICC in August, during the event in August, not the masterclass that is starting this week, I mean the International Conscious Conference in August, we help as many members as possible to launch their product and services in partnership. Because the energy is ripe and the moment is now. You can't delay. You launch where you are and with what you have. Don't wait until everything is perfect. No. The heavens have opened now. Lionsgate portal is here. So launch. Because this is not the time for hesitation. This is the time for declaration. It's the time for, you see all the practices that you carry out, all the exercises of your, this is the time. This is the time for fertility. The farmers, the ancients, this is the time the farmers gather their harvests in preparation for the next season. And you must take advantage of it. Right, you must take advantage of it. Those who have subscribed, you're going to hear from us tomorrow because we're going to kick off with the sessions this week. Those who are here to subscribe, click the link in the bio. Who here is launching anything during this Lionsgate portal? Anybody here, you are launching anything, any product, any idea? Anybody here launching any product or any idea during the Lionsgate portal? Wisdom Talks, you are. Can you talk about what you are launching? Can I bring you up so you can talk about what you are launching? Selena, fantastic. You want me to bring you up so you can talk about what you are launching? Okay, I'm going to bring up Wisdom Talks now to talk about what she is launching. Wisdom Talks. Let me bring up Wisdom Talks. Talk about what she's launching. Selena, you also want to come up and talk about what you are launching? Okay. Wisdom, go ahead. What are you launching during this Lionsgate portal?
Thank you for having me on. I'm so excited and I'm so grateful, first and foremost. So I'm launching a fintech app. Actually, I'm launching two products, a fintech app. And what the app does is helps people in the diaspora invest in opportunities in Africa. So from property to development, what we do is we act as the middleman. So if you have like a piece of land, especially those in diaspora who are not doing anything for it, we find the investors and then we partner them with the people in the diaspora who have the money, who have the land, and then they're able to invest into agriculture, into tech, into property development, into fashion, into food. So we're trying to create end products for people, especially in Africa, so that we're not always shipping things in, but we're actually utilizing what we have in the land. So that's what the app does. So it helps people do that. And then on the other side, I do manufacturing in Nigeria. So we're doing indigenous superfood powders and tablets for people to enjoy the health benefits of what is already on ground, things that people cannot easily access. So we make it easily accessible for them and then also give them the nutritional benefits and the education for what it is that they are taking and for their body to heal their bodies, because God has already given us everything that we need. We don't need to be using these pharmaceutical things. So yeah, those are the two things.
That's brilliant, honestly. This is brilliant. Are you a member of the Manifest Growth community?
No, I'm not. I literally just joined. So I think I've watched about 50 of your videos now. So you said something which is really true. When the student is ready, the teacher will show up. And
Yes.
literally, I had just said a prayer, and I was just like, okay, Lord, you've brought me to the end of my finding out about who I am and going through all of this stuff. What's next? And then when you came in, your word just resonated with my soul. Literally, it just resonated with who I am as a being. Because when I ask people questions, they don't get it. Like I'm just like, okay, you don't understand. You don't understand. So I signed up as a VIP. Then I went through all your videos. So in this last week, I've literally just every day just been going through the videos. So I just messaged now to join your masterclass now.
Oh,
And
excellent.
hopefully I'm in Nigeria next week. So if I come next week, I want to stay until next year. So I want to come to this conference, at the ICC
Excellent.
conference as well. So
Excellent.
I'm excited. I'm
Excellent.
excited.
Excellent.
This is the
Excellent.
group for me. I'm excited.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm so happy to hear that. And we're happy to also have you as a member of the community.
Thank
So
you.
since you are registering for the masterclass, then from there we can, continue the conversation from there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a great day. Thank
You
you. I'm so
too.
happy to hear that, to hear about what she is launching and what she's going to do during this Lionsgate portal. That's excellent. That's a brilliant idea, and we need more of that. We need more of that. And she's coming to International Conscious Conference, so we are going to blow it up during the conference. Any other person, you are launching something during the Lionsgate portal? Any other person? Udom is trying to sign in, but I think his network is not that. Udorenyi, I joined last year's Lionsgate portal. Oh, fantastic. Udom, go ahead, please.
Yeah, greetings, sir.
Greetings, my brother.
Yeah, I'm happy to be in your class and lecture.
My
Since
pleasure.
last month, I've started following you. I think things has been changing in my way. My thoughts, my thinking, my intellect has been rebranded. I just want to confess that everything about me has been rebranded.
Awesome.
I have in mind to start a farming since last year, but I have the money, but sometimes I don't have the courage again. Something will just drag me back, this or that. But I'm gonna launch it next month, even if I'm not starting next month, but the scripts and everything will be written down and everything. I'm gonna start it now. The vision is gonna come to reality next month. But from that next month to December, I'm gonna start it physically.
Awesome. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Are you
Yeah.
a member of the Manifest Growth community?
No, I just wanna. I will join. I'm gonna join it from now to tomorrow.
Fantastic, fantastic. I would like to be part
Yes.
I'd like to be part of your project, your idea, and then be part of your success story.
All right, sir.
So I look forward to that.
Okay, right, sir.
Brilliant.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Selena is too shy to come up. We're going to do more of this because I want as many people as possible to launch their product. Like I said, don't wait until everything is perfect. It's not about the product, it's about the portal. It's more or less like this is a Kairos moment. This is when you hear times and seasons. This is a season. This is a season. And you must connect with nature from a spiritual position. From a spiritual position. Connect with nature from a spiritual position. From a spiritual place. And that's the reason why I would encourage everyone here. You have a product, you have an idea. Launch it during the Lionsgate portal. Thank you so much, Sandra.